One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, champion. We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Y'all gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Whip it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them all. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck, goose, linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback, niggas on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I stiff him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. All back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Samson Ebukam coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
Let's go, let's go.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On third down, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This is Howard on second down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. On the toss play, Howard. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, here's Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Orange. Tiger. Yes, sir.
Just beating the play clock is gone. Looking to set for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they just stayed.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They pitch out to Howard. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On the move to his left. Now Trubisky lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Louis. Hot. Black 20.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Hey, lift.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. It's caught, Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Whirling.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Black 20.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence, because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
14.
Throwing on third. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Lock in, lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. His throw incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Now Trubisky lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Dudes. Go.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Off-play action. Here's Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down, here's Goff. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Go.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we sit. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Aaron Lynch. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Play action. It's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here's Trubisky. Throwing right, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They go play action with Trubisky. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bears will extend their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Like 20.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Like 20. Starting left here.
From the end zone, Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Like 20. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From his end zone, Goff on 3rd and long. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Returnable here from the 38. Whoosh. A second nice move. And a spin again. A great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
180!
Play action. It's Trubisky. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Off the toss, Cohen. Oh, look at the juke. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Now it's Trubisky. It fights him off. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now gone. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 5. What?
3rd and 2. Goff. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Goff. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun. Goff finding some room at midfield. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. 3rd and long. It's gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Goff on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, 76! 76!
To the air again. Gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Go! 180!
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that is incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man complete. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Cohen on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Flushed out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On 1st down, Trubisky. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Cohen. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They come out here in the eye. They get it to him running left. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and goal. Trubisky keeps it himself, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
76. Not 180.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Goff. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And now running right through it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Now Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this.